Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to another Cajun toy review. And today we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Toys Spawn series She Spawn. And man, this figure looks nuts. I've been wanting this figure for a little bit, and even more so when I saw my boy the Demiguy Toy Collector review it and find it, and his was ecstatic about it. And yeah, it lived up to the hype, man. Like, this thing looks sick. This is a big old box with a really cool looking figure in there, tons of weapons. Really excited to open this up. So yeah, let's talk about it. So we got our huge box. This is not, I mean, I wish I had a Legends box on hand just to kind of show you guys how big this thing is, but it's huge. There's a 7-inch figure in there, and you can kind of see just it is stacked with weapons. But Spawn logo on the side in red, She Spawn. Window on the side with the product shot of She Spawn right there, Spawn logo. Window on the top for light. On the side we got artwork of She Spawn looking awesome. Love it. And on the back we got this interesting picture. This looks like something I made, but She Spawn, and yeah, she's kind of walking there on a graffiti background, which I don't think references anything. I don't know what this says, and that looks like a stressed street. Like, literally, this is one of my green screen creations, but it has a shadow, so it's slightly better than what I do. But yeah, I can see all the different weapons kind of laid out on there. Maybe I might learn shadows and I can do this. 22 moving parts. Here's different links on the side. UPC on the bottom if you want, if you need. It's always in the shots on the end. And yeah, not much left to say. Oh yeah, you gotta be 14 years or older to play with this. So let's go ahead and open this up and check out our She Spawn. Alright, so we have the She Spawn out of the box on the turntable. I had a chance to play with her, pose her, check out what she came with, and really get a good look at her. And what do I think about this? What is my first impressions on this figure? Wow. Just wow, man. This is awesome, man. This is truly a fun figure. This is so much cool accessories. This is a gorgeous figure. And yeah, you might have already knew that or heard about it, but it's just another voice, and it's telling you, damn, this is awesome. McFarlane has knocked it out of the park with this figure. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get her off the turntable. But first, we'll take a look at the accessories that they come with, and damn, they're awesome. And then we'll look at this beautiful figure. So look at all the accessories that come with She Spawn. This is an arsenal right here. These is just a crazy amount of accessories. Some of the most I've seen a figure come with in quite some time, and some of the best I've seen in quite some time. So first thing out of the way is we get a standard McFarlane stand. We've seen these with the DC Multiverse, but this one does have the Spawn logo on there, which looks nice, but nothing new. So then we got an extra hand, and this is kind of an outreaching kind of hand. It'd be cool for like adding an effect piece to it or whatnot, with some hellfire or something like that. But it's got these nice spiked knuckles on there, you can see, and this looks really good. Her other two hands are kind of gripping hands, so it is kind of nice to have that outreaching hand. I won't even complain about not having a fisted hand, because there's just so much to put in our hands. I'm not even worried about that, even thinking about that. Let's see. So we have this crazy looking assault rifle right here, and none of these are based off of real guns to my knowledge. None of them look real guns. If they are, then you can correct me in the comments, but this looks crazy. Got all the wiring going up to that scope, but the thing that's nuts is where we see all these red tape. She's got an extra clip taped on there that just looks so good, and a really awesome wash on this gun, with that kind of gunmetal with that black wash on there. Just looks freaking crazy. This is just one of them, but yeah, this one looks really good. Just so much detail, and the sculpt on this is so much fun. I haven't seen weapons like this since the Spawn Kickstarter 3-pack, and excited to see where they go. Then we have this huge axe, almost like a halberd, but yeah, I got this crazy blade on there. I like the nicks in it and the scratches and stuff like that. You know, this is seeing some action. Looks fantastic. Again, we see red tape on there, and you can definitely see that wash underneath. That is really cool detail on there. and the detail on the handle. Again, we got that wash on there, and just the different textures right here, from the wraps to the rivets to the handle to the wraps to the handle. And then we get down here, and it's almost like they added on to it. It looks like there's some kind of mechanical device here. There's a beeper. Yeah, that's a beeper on there. And then it comes down to this where it actually gets organic looking, and down to this ball that reminds me of a spawn foot. Isn't that a spawn foot? But yeah, man, you get hit with either end of this and you're not going to be happy. Then we have this blade right here. Again, this looks awesome. There is some gold in there. It's not even, but it looks fantastic nevertheless. Nothing is symmetrical with pretty much any of this stuff, and that's fine with me. But again, really cool. All these different little edges and textures and stuff on this. All of a sudden, even just looks nuts. This handle has kind of like some sculpting on there. Again, the red tape wrap really brings it out. And all these spikes on there. And the end of this thing is just made for somebody's displeasure. That just get hit here, get hit here, get hit. Yep, it's death. And then we have this huge sniper rifle. It's almost hard to get this thing in frame. But yeah, this thing is crazy. She's got something taped down there. Can't tell what that is. Don't know. But yeah, this thing is almost as... it's bigger than her almost. Yeah, it is bigger than her. But she holds that thing. Yeah, this is nuts. I'm so excited. There's rumors. Hopefully it's true that McFarlane will be releasing weapon packs, and they'll be able to use those for the DC Multiverse figures, which don't really come with weapons. And I hope that is the case, because McFarlane makes amazing weapons. Then we have the baby right here. This thing is my favorite, hands down. We have this huge assault rifle right here. Got the grenade launcher on the bottom. A little, gotta put some heat on the tip there. It's kind of sagging a little bit. But it comes with this real chain wrapped around it that you can take off if you want. But why would you? Got clips attached to it. Got another, looks like another launcher or something attached there. Another clip right there. The red tape on it. So detailed. But when you flip it over, this is the thing that blew me away. She's got another pistol. You can see right there. Taped on it. So yeah, it's a gun on a gun. It's so nuts. And I got the bullets coming out right here. Nice detail in there with that yellow. Makes it really stand out and stuff like that. This is so beautiful. If you only came with this gun, I would still be happy, because this gun is so cool. But she came with all these guns. So yeah, I think this is what makes me happy. We haven't got to the figure yet, so let's do that. Alright, so here we have our she-spawn standing up on her own, man. No figure stand. I'm blown away by that. And because she's got some little feet and big old hair, but they balance this figure out incredibly. Everything about this figure so far, in my opinion, is incredible. Totally worth the money, and highly recommend it. But yeah, if you don't know who this character is, you're only familiar with classic Spawn. This is Jessica Priest, and if that name is familiar with you, Jessica Priest is a long-standing Spawn character. She was kind of retconned after Chapel was changed to be the killer of Al Simmons, aka Spawn. But yeah, Jessica Priest has a crazy backstory. She, as a young kid, she killed her parents because they didn't want to give her marshmallows. She burnt down her house, killed all her pets, was put into a psychiatric hospital, killed 2 patients, but you know, she had great old shock therapy and it was a normal teenager until she went to high school and brought in all kinds of guns, killed police officers and members of is that really my notes? Oh my god, this character is messed up. Okay, so yeah, this is our hero right here. But no, in all honesty, she is a cool character. She got her powers from another character named Nynx, and absorbed it and basically became a Hellspawn on her own. Like I said, I haven't really read the new Spawn stuff, so I kind of nitpicked a little bit, but this character has inspired me and made me want to go and catch up on all of it now. With all the stuff that's coming out and what McFarlane is doing, he's got me hyped up. I did the Kickstarter 3-pack. I still have not even opened that thing yet, but like I said, I'm a huge Spawn fan for years, since it initially launched. And man, this figure just makes me feel like I'm in high school again, looking at Spawn stuff. So let's look at this figure. So yeah, our Spawn figure, I mean, she is just beautiful. So let's take a look at the head sculpt. We can see kind of the classic Spawn mask there, with those eyes, of course, the green energy eyes. Looks fantastic. And yeah, to show that she is a beautiful woman, she has beautiful red lips kind of poking out there. But man, look at that face under there. And this hair looks phenomenal. Kind of wish we got a second head sculpt on there with her hair a little bit more subdued, maybe straight down, stuff like that, and more face exposed. But for what we got, it is awesome. And the sculpt on this hair is insane. It just kind of whips around, all these different tangles kind of coming up into like this big old ball of hair, I guess. It reminds me a lot of Medusa from Marvel Legends, which her hair is much bigger and doesn't look half as good as this, with all these different curls and tips and the shading in there, where there's almost like a blonde shading mixed into the red. Looks phenomenal. And yeah, I think the face sculpt on there, you can see the other side of her face. Again, awesome. Then the jacket, lots of detail in this jacket with all the rivets on there. Got some bullets coming down, got a little Spawn emblem on there. And of course it stops where we start seeing the Spawn kind of outfit uniform in there with that definitive V coming out. Got a classic chain. Every Spawn figure needs a chain. On this arm we got this big old Spawn shoulder pad medallion, some chains coming out the teeth, looking awesome. Leather spikes all the way back on the arms, and spikes on the gloves, just like we've seen with that single hand. Really cool, kind of with all Spawns where you got it like unsymmetrical pieces. So we have this black piece with the spikes on it, the white tip, and then a little shorter one, just like Spawn with his big old boot. Some chain looking pieces or some spikes on the boots as well. Backside, not a whole lot of detail, but just good Spawn. Look at that. Yeah, I think this is a beautiful figure, man. Great, tough, awesome, like badass, sexy She-Spawn. I recommend it. So it is a McFarlane figure, so let's get to the part that's probably going to be the least favorable articulation. And this figure, like, I'm just going to have this figure on the shelf, probably holding some guns. Hopefully the guns aren't too heavy and sag over time. That's my concern. But yeah, let's see what she can do. So She-Spawn can look down. Not that much. The hair looks a little nuts when you do that. Up is not really an option with that hair. You can try to do a full rotation. You're going to rub against the jacket. It's not really going to happen unless you force it. I'm not really going to force it, but it is possible, but there's no really reason or rhyme that you'd want to. She does have full arm rotation. This is connected at the bicep, so it doesn't block the arm rotation on that side. Full arm rotation on this side. It does have double jointed elbows, so you get a nice range on there. There's a bicep swivel. Wrist rotation on the wrist. We got that triple kind of torso thing going on here. We've seen it like the Princess Bride and some of the other figures. You get rotation on the abdomen and not there. So it's like a second piece. They did that with the some of the Princess Bride, like the Dread Pirate Roberts. It was kind of weird where they had that three pieces right there. She can split about this much. We see a big piece of separation coming there. Kick, not very much. I'm kind of gonna start making a gap if you kind of kick too high with her. She does have double jointed knees. So yeah, and the gap on that doesn't look bad. And then of course we got that classic McFarlane ankle pivot, toe pivot. There's a little bit of a toe pivot on there. And like I said, look at those little smaller feet. and she stands very well on those things, which blew me away. And there's peg holes in the bottom for that stand that comes with her. Bounce her out and make sure I'm not a liar, but no, she's not going to stand for me. After moving her around and uncoordinating everything. Alright, then I'm just going to put it in a stand because we got to keep going. So, what do I think about this figure overall? In my opinion, I think this figure is amazing. For the price point and stuff that it is totally worth it, your money. For the weapons that come with it, accessories and stuff like that, totally worth it. Just a cool character, a cool looking character. Definitely excited and happy to have this in my collection, and I can see why, like Demigod said, he couldn't put it down. I don't think I can either, man. This is going to be hard to quit this one. I highly recommend. So let me know what you guys think in the comments and stuff like that. If you're familiar with this one, if you're going to be picking this one up, or just what you think overall. So yeah, love it, love it, love it. So if you like this video, please leave a like. Check out our other content. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search for Cajun Toy Review. Join us more for some NECA. We're doing some of the Holophon figures and stuff like that coming soon, and Marvel Legends and everything else. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.